2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Hey, want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/.
Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
After our next timeout, for Waverly Central, they're led in scoring by Rachel Jones, a 5'10 senior forward, a very versatile player for the Tigerettes. As Rachel Jones, 13.3 points. She's knocked down 71 three-pointers this year. Carly Dyers hit 66 threes. She averages 12.1 points per game. Those are a couple of the players to watch in this one, in this key quarterfinal matchup here at the Murphy Center. We owe our local stations a 2-minute timeout. We'll take it. We'll come back. Your starting lineups and the opening tip comes your way next here on the TSSAA Radio Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
we'll go back to the Murphy Center. Game 3 of the day features Waverly Central, the Tigerettes, against Stone Memorial, the Lady Panthers. Starting lineups being introduced on the floor as we speak. Give you the starting lineups. First for the visiting team on the scoreboard. That would be Stone Memorial. Here's how they will start. At guard, a 5'8 senior. Number 1, Nicole Hassler. At point guard, a 5'9 senior. Number 10, Ashley Cox. At forward, a 5'9 senior. Number 22, Julia Webb. At forward, a 5'9 senior. Number 23, Brooke Kennedy. And at post, a 6-foot senior. Number 34, Morgan Bridges. You'll get a theme with seniors in these lineups for Waverly Central. Starting at forward, a 5'8 senior. Number 10, Megan Breeden. At guard, a 5'5 junior. Number 22, Kaylin Ham. At guard, a 5'10 senior, 24, Carly Dyer. At forward, a 5'10 senior, number 31, Rachel Jones. And at forward, a 5'6 senior, 53, Brittany Bell. Starting lineups for both teams. The head coach for Waverly Central in her 26th season is Marvelyn Rollins. And for Stone Memorial in his 6th season is Tim Smith. Stone Memorial in the black, trimmed in the Vegas gold and white. Waverly in the home whites, trimmed in the royal blue. And we're almost set for the tip of this ball game. It'll be Bridges jumping it up for Stone Memorial. And going up against Brittany Bell, it looks like, for Waverly Central. Tip, ball in the air, and the tip is controlled by Waverly Central. Waverly Central with a record of 27-5. Down the floor comes Ham. Top of the key, she'll set the offense. Works it right side, Breeden. Breeden holds it. Now dribbles back up to the top of the key. The isolator on the top of the circle. Bounce pass comes over to Carly Dyer. She has the top of the key now. Ready to watch this offense get started. Breeden now works it left baseline to Bell. Bell walks it back up top. Left baseline, everybody's touched it now. Rachel Jones has it. Dribbles back up top. Man-to-man pressure D here by Stone Memorial. Right side, this is Breeden. Up top again to Bell. Almost 45 seconds into this first quarter. No score, and Waverly's had the ball the entire time. Bounce pass comes to Breeden again to the free throw line. In the paint, jump step at the post, and a whistle and a 3-second call.
Sure did.
He's in the hot spot a little bit too long.
No, she got a traveling call. She took the bunny hop at the end.
So that second step cost her. Here's Stone Memorial with the ball up top. This is Ashley Cox. She's the point guard. Gives it to Webb, left wing, back up top to the senior. Everybody on the floor right now is a senior. Webb, baseline, Cox in the lane. Hassler, good cut. Couldn't get the shot to fall, though. Ball out of bounds. It'll belong to. It'll go the other way. We'll go back to Waverly Central. You can watch all these games online for free. Also archived games as well at TSSAA-network.com. Waverly with the basketball. Bounce pass comes to the near side. Almost threw it away. Did throw it away. As Carly Dyer couldn't handle the bounce pass. And a turnover gives it back to Stone Memorial. Stone Memorial has not won a game in the state basketball tournament. Ashley Cox over to Hassler. Ball into the corner, back up top to the point guard Ashley Cox. Back into the corner. They play catch. Up top, Cox down to the charity stripe. Skip pass into the corner. A three on the way from the corner. Rims off, no good by Hassler. Rebound comes down to Stone Memorial.
Who will be the first to score? We're almost 2 minutes in.
Dyer across the time stripe. 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Love is your score. This is Breeden. Nice back cut. Underneath, shot up out the window. Wouldn't fall for Jones. They bat around the rebound. It's controlled by Stone Memorial's Ashley Cox. The point guard brings it down on the near side. Started out front. Lob pass underneath on the block. Shot blocked underneath. That was Kennedy. She was trapped very quickly. Lost the handle on it. No foul call with some contact. Waverly comes away with it.
I like them. Letting them play, Chris.
Dyer to Jones. Over to Breeden now. Breeden averages 7.6 points per game. Over to Dyer now as they sag this man-to-man pressure. Into the corner to Bell now. 3 minutes in almost, and we still haven't had a bucket yet. Mel picks up the dribble between the circles, looks for help. Pass knocked away, goes to the floor. The two players, and they're tied up as Bridges and Breeden tied the basketball up. Possession arrow to Stone Memorial. So the ladies in black, Stone Memorial with the basketball. Ashley Cox. Skip pass over to Webb. 3 on the way. Off front rim. Wouldn't fall. Rebound picked up by Waverly Central. Down the floor in a hurry. This is Dyer. Going to push the tempo. Drives in the lane. Double team. She'll walk it back outside. Breeden now gets the feed. Drives in. And the first foul of the game will be assessed here.
It's going to be a floor foul.
Now the foul called on Bridges. Her first, team's first. And our first substitution of the game, checking in for Waverly, is Carly Burleson, the 5'2" junior. First underclassman to check into this game. Ham in the corner. Walks it back up top. Gives it over to Burleson. New player in the ball game. Now a foul away from the basketball. It's Bell just holding the ball up top. Underneath there was lots of contact. And the foul going to be called against 22, Kaylin Ham. Each team now with a team foul. 4:39 to play first quarter. Still scoreless.
Do you think we'd have a low-scoring game?
What is it with me in low-scoring games today? With us. Free throw line. This is Webb. Webb, nice dish underneath as a driving lay-in. No good. Rebound putback, though, is good by Kennedy. So our first bucket comes almost midway through this first quarter. It's by Kennedy. Averages 6.5 points per contest. Out front, this is Burleson. Burleson gives for Bell. Coming back to get it, top of the key, this is Jones. Left wing, this is Dyer. Dyer walks it back up top. Yo-yo dribble between the circles. Tries to the charity stripe. Now to the left elbow. Underneath, shot contested, but it's short, no good. Rebound on the floor, controlled by Waverly. The second attempt wouldn't fall. Here comes Stone Memorial away with it. 3:45 to play. Into the corner. This is Hassler to Kennedy. On the left elbow. They look back down low. Kennedy has good position. Her shot up and in. Got it just over the front of the rim. And it's 4-0 Stone Memorial, and a whistle and a timeout call by Coach Rollins. 30-second timeout. 30 seconds for our local stations. This is the TSSAA Radio Network. After a quick timeout here by Waverly, Stone Memorial with a 4-0 advantage in the game. 3:25 to play first quarter. 4-0 Stone Memorial, Waverly leading Stone Memorial. Out front, this is Breeden. Breeden works the dribble to the free throw line. Jump step there. She traveled. She did it again. And a turnover for Waverly Central. That's already their 5th, Dan, early in this game.
And 2 of them on the same set, with two little bunny up travels. So
Waverly's 0 for 3 from the field. Stone Memorial 2 of 6. Here's Hassler. Swing pass goes to the left elbow. Bridges out front, driving in. Hassler again draws contact. Her shot wouldn't fall, but she draws contact and will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws here. Foul's on Ham. That's already her second. No, it's not a shooting foul. They'll take it out on the baseline. And he comes in. Cox, the point guard, triggers it in. Ball knocked away. It's last touch, though, on the side over there by Kennedy. Or rather by, that is Kennedy. And it goes back to Waverly. Second turnover now for Stone Memorial. 2:55 to play first quarter. Out front, this is Burleson. Is it over towards the right side. They run some screens underneath the bucket here. This is Ham playing with 2 fouls. Out front, Burleson again. Over to the right wing again. They set those low picks down low. Jackson, who checked in the last time out, gives it to Jones now. Jones pressured up top, drives in, jump step, didn't walk that time. Left side, Burleson for three. Yes, she knocks it down. On the board is Waverly now. It's 4-3. Stone Memorial by a point. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Underneath, Bridges, post move, draws contact, a whistle, a blocking foul called. You can tell Coach Rollins wanted a charge there. 4-3 your score, and a chance to add more as Morgan Bridges, the 6-foot post player, heads back to the free throw line to shoot two. Isaac.
That call could have gone either way.
Yeah. First free throw of the ball game, hits out the back iron. One more coming for Bridges. Averages 9 points, 5 rebounds, almost 2 steals a game. Second rims off. Rebound controlled by Waverly Central. Rebound by Jones. Across the line, this is Burleson. Burleson looks for help. Over to Jackson now on the deep right wing. Out front to Ham. Ham back to Burleson, left wing. Softly guarded out there. Skip pass, right side, back to Ham. Starts to drive, now breaks it back out, gives to Jackson. 1:45 under now to play in the first quarter. Jones way out front. This man-to-man pressure, they're very deliberate. Underneath, lots of contact and a foul called against Stone Memorial. I think they're going to get Nicole Hassler coming through trying to bust through a screen. Yep. Her first, team second for Stone Memorial, who leads it by 1 here, 4-3. Low-scoring basketball game. Going it in will be Burleson. Waits, comes into Dyer on the baseline. Dyer holds it, now starts to walk it towards the free throw line. Backs it back outside now. This is Burleson. Burleson back to Jackson, right wing. Had a three, decided not to take it though. Looks as they break out those screens underneath the basket. Underneath is more contact and a offensive foul. A moving screen going to be called on Jackson, who was around the free throw line when she set that screen. Sydney Jackson, the 5'8" senior, charged with the foul, and that's quickly 2 on her. 14 fouls against Waverly Central. Ugly start to this game for both teams. Driving in the lane, this is Ashley Cox. Backs it back out. Skip pass into the corner. Baseline to Bridges. Bridges drives in, works it to a cutting Kennedy. In the paint, she draws contact, and the foul will head to the free throw line. This is 13, Riley Kennedy, the 5'10" senior. Her sister, Brooke Kennedy, 5'9" senior, also started. Free throw on the way is good. They're now 1 of 3 now from the charity stripe. Back in for Waverly is Kaylin Ham, a quick breather as she checks in for Jackson, who has the 2 personals. 5-3 Stone Memorial. Second free throw. In and out. Wouldn't fall. Rebound knocked around but picked up by Dyer. Here comes Waverly with 60 seconds to play in the first quarter. In the front court, Dyer. They working around the perimeter to Jones. Out of the baseline, it goes to Ham. Ham between the circles. Outside, this is Burleson. Once again, they set those low screens on the blocks. Right side, Dyer. Dribbles at 40 seconds now to play. Hands it off for Burleson out front. This is Bell. Bell going to drive. They had her isolated. Now a travel called against Bell. Another unforced error against Waverly. That's 7 turnovers in the first half.
And 3 of them, Chris, on simple walks.
So with 33 seconds to play in the first quarter, a quick moving first quarter, Stone Memorial will have an opportunity for the last shot here. Across comes Cox. Left side the pass goes. Now back to the left baseline. Webb looks down low. Spinning was Bridges. Backs it back out here with Cox underneath. Trying to send the pass down low. A little bit too tight of a window, and it's stolen away. Here comes Waverly with 10 seconds. Across the line. This is Ham. Ham gets a screen. Top of the key at 2. Out front. 3 blocked at the buzzer. Bell's 3 was blocked. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 8 points combined. That's it. in the first quarter. At the end of one, Stone Memorial 5, Waverly Central 3. Back after this timeout on the TSSAA Radio Network.
Hey, want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
Starting the second quarter, it'll be Waverly Central basketball. Burleson has it, works it over to the baseline to Dyer. And out front we go. 5-3, Stone Memorial by a couple, 5-3. As we start the second quarter, near steal out front. Burleson has it. Now skip pass, goes right side to Bell. Bell pump fakes, drives towards the baseline. Back out front, Burleson. 7:35 to play in the first half. 5-3 is your score. Ham spins at the free throw line. Back outside, Burleson. Skip pass, left baseline, Bell. Bell starts to drive, scoops under, shot wouldn't go. But a whistle and a blocking foul going to be called. 2 free throws coming up now for Brittany Bell, the 5'6" senior. Right down 38 three-pointers this year. Averages 6.5 points per game. There you see her, Brittany Bell. Free throw on the way. Yes. 5-4. Waverly trailing Stone Memorial this quarterfinal. The top part of the bracket is set for the semi. Second free throw is good as well. It'll be CPA and Livingston Academy to open things on Friday morning, the first AA semifinal. Next game will be a dandy ball game. Kennedy tries to look down low for Stone Memorial. Pass was batted away and stolen. Waverly away with it. Ham will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Stops top of the key to Burleson. Baseline feed. Into the corner to Bell. Drives in the lane. Pull-up jumper. Rims off no good. Strong rebound. Hassler. Here comes Waverly Central down the floor in a hurry. Cox, left baseline. This is Webb. Again, she gets it back. Off front iron, missed the shot. Rebound picked up by Waverly. The team struggling shooting the basketball. Stone Memorial 2 of 7 now. Waverly 1 of 4. Not many shots attempted, honestly. Lots of deliberation. Ham, top of the circle, free throw line. Bounce pass outside. Barry pump fakes. Lost the handle on it as she went towards the charity stripe with it. Out front, Ham again. Ham drives the baseline, pulls it back out front. Had it stripped, knocked away, picked up though out front by Dyer. Both these teams are very deliberate on offense. Driving in, Burleson has a lane, contact. Her shot partially blocked. Good defense down low. Hassler comes away with it for Stone Memorial. Cox gives it left side. Bridges for 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound picked up by Bell and Waverly. A little more than 2 minutes into the second quarter. 5-5. If you're watching this game online, that score is not a typo. It is still 5-5.
They played 10 minutes of basketball and scored 10 points.
It hasn't been, honestly. There's been a total of 13 shots taken in those 10 minutes. Pass thrown away up top by Waverly. And that's turnover number 8 for Waverly Central. That another unforced. I'd say 5 of the 8. It indeed is 5 of the 8 have been unforced turnovers. 5-5 your score. Stone Memorial with the basketball. Pass goes into the lane. Cox, the point guard, puts it up way short. Well defended. Here comes Waverly down the floor. Out front, this is Dyer. Working around to the baseline now. Driving in, this is Ham. Back to Burleson between the circles. Burleson is the only underclassman out there right now, the 5'2" junior. Holds it above her head. 4:55 left first half. Pass underneath. Dyer going to work down low. Had it knocked away. Good D down low by Cox. Ashley Cox. Ahead. This is Hassler. Hassler in the lane. Kennedy spins. Shot too strong and a foul. Going to be called on the other Kennedy, her sister. And that's going to be called on Riley Kennedy. So Riley Kennedy, her first. That's 14 fouls against Stone Memorial. 4:42 to play here in the first half. All tied at 5. Stone Memorial checking in is 25, Acneas. Waverly down the floor. In the paint, underneath. Good trap out front. This is Burleson. Skip pass over to the far side. Jones at the free throw line. She traveled again. That's the third time we've seen that travel call. Maybe the fourth, actually, on a jump step. Bell checks back in for Waverly Central. 2 substitutions being made here by Coach Rollins. Top of the circle. Cox over to Kennedy. That's Riley. Back to Cox. Top of the key. Looks underneath. This is Brooke Kennedy. Underneath. Her shot this time wouldn't fall. Couldn't get it above that front rim. Rebound picked up by Waverly. Still tied at 5 midway through this first half, midway through this second quarter. Here's Bell on the left side. Looks to the baseline. At the three-point arc was Jones. Feeds out to Breeden. She'll drive underneath. Draws contact. Count it! And the foul. Riley Kennedy will be charged with the foul. And for she, that will be her second. Team's 5th.
Got a little excited there when somebody scored, did you?
Free throw on the way is good by Breeden, the 5'8" senior. Completes the three-point play, the old-fashioned one. Here's Kennedy. Down low, they pass it around. It goes to Cacanillas. Out front between the circles to Hassler. At the charity stripe, this is once again Kennedy. Riley out front to Brooke. Cox, left side, drives in the lane, a travel. Took too many steps. Turnover number 5 against Stone Memorial now. 8-5 is your score. Someone needs to hit a grand slam. 3:19 to play, first half. 8-5 is your score. One team shooting 18%. Stone Memorial, 2 of 11. Waverly, 25%. They're 2 of 8. Breeden, top of the circle, drives in. She traveled again. That jump step. Again. You got to come to a complete stop. Coach Rollins isn't understanding that call, but they are moving that pivot foot. Cox, baseline to Hassler. Now into the corner, out front back to Cox. Works it back into the corner, underneath. Back to Nias. Back into the corner. 3 on the way by Hassler. Yes, she knocks it down. And we're tied at 8, so 8-8 is your score. First to 30 might win this game. This is Jones. Looks for help to Dyer out front. With it is Rion. Hands off Breeden. Breeden to the right elbow. Pressured. Needs some help. Out front back to Rion. Monica Rion, the 5'3" freshman guard who checks in. Definitely the youngest player on the floor right now. Dyer starts to drive. They isolate her on this near side. Looks for help. Picks up the dribble. Out front back to Breeden. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. We're tied at 8. Ball goes to the floor as she lost the handle on it. A jump ball call that'll belong to Stone Memorial. Back in for Waverly is Burleson. Also checking in is Ham. 1:59 to play in the first half. We're all tied at 8. Left side, Hassler. Baseline. Now Kennedy. Pounds her way in, draws lots of contact. It is a charge. A good job down low there by Jones. She takes the charge, had good position, lowered the shoulder. That'll be a charge call every time.
Every time you lower that shoulder, when it doesn't matter, you're gonna get that call, and they all know that too.
So we're tied at 8. Waverly with the basketball, and it'll be Ham that brings it down the floor. Right between the circles, 1:40 to play. Over to Burleson. Burleson going to start the offense again. Right side, this is Jones. Jones out front to Bell. Bell back to Ham. Under 90 seconds now. Burleson left wing. Skip pass back to Bell on the right wing. Pull up 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Stone Memorial. I thought, wow. Let me see a replay of that. I thought it may have caromed off one of the legs of one of the Stone Memorial players down low.
Well, it's been a quick half of basketball, isn't it? Got 75 seconds remaining.
Baseball, if you say something about the quickness of a game early on, you can get beat up over things like that.
Yeah.
Immediately.
That's when you play 15 innings, isn't it?
Exactly. Or a pitcher gets left out there to dry. Hassler has it for Stone Memorial. This is Cox on the deep left wing. Cox at the free throw line. Lob down low. Good pass. Shot underneath. Wouldn't go by Bridges. Put back by Kennedy. Wouldn't go. Rebound Waverly. Under a minute to play here. First half, 8-8 is your score. Bringing it down. Waverly Central. Out front, this is Bell. Drives to the free throw line. Back out front. 3 on the way. Off back rim by Jones. It wouldn't go. Rebound underneath by Stone Memorial. Strong rebound underneath. Rebound by Webb. Here's Cox. 20 seconds now to play in the first half. Tied at 8. Hassler, 15 seconds. Out front, Kennedy looks for the baseline. Once again to Cox, 10 seconds. This is Kennedy. Riley has it. Back into the corner. This is Cox again at 4. Underneath 3. Shot rimming around. No good. Battle for the loose ball. Into the half. A low-scoring first half of basketball in the quarterfinal between Waverly and Stone Memorial. At intermission, your score, Waverly 8 and Stone Memorial 8. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back. Dan Hughes will interview Kim Bonato, the Governor's Highway Safety Officer. We return on the TSSAA Radio Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain, and with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
back at the Murphy Center on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Game 3 of the 2012 girls basketball tournament finds us tied. Waverly and Stone Memorial tied 8-8 in a low-scoring affair, Miss Banetta.
It's a defensive battle. That's what I like to call it versus a low-scoring affair.
You like that?
I like defensive battle better.
Do you like this type of basketball game?
I like high-scoring games.
I like to see them score. And both of these teams are very talented and very capable of scoring, but what causes a game to become a defensive battle when you've got two talented teams like this on the floor offensively?
Well, this is their first game at the tournament, so they're at the big dance, and they're probably nervous. Hopefully they've gotten those nerves out of the way during the first half, and then the second half they'll play a little better.
I hope so. Let's talk about what we're paid to talk about, okay? The Governor's Highway Safety Office doing a terrific job is always booze it and lose it, click it and ticket, and also you have what is my favorite is driving and texting and doing all of that everybody does. Is there a difference between the safety of texting and the hands-free phones?
Actually, it has been suggested that we do away with phones altogether, Bluetooth and the regular phones talking, because there are so many things to do. I mean, distracted driving is our focus right now. So we have the texting, and they're even checking things on the internet, and then you have the GPS, so they're doing their routes while they're driving. And then you look at the car manufacturers, you have CD players, you have DVD players. I mean, there's too much to do in a car besides just drive, so driving becomes secondary. When that happens, then that's when we have fatalities.
So as you compare booze it and lose, drinking and driving, driving without seatbelt, and then driving with all these distractions, is there a huge difference between the three as far as fatalities in the state?
Well, the distracted driving, the main reason that's a focus is because it's usually the kids that we're targeting here, TSSAA, 15, 16-year-olds. They're the ones that are enamored with their phones, so they're texting. I mean, you can watch them walk through the Murphy Center. They're texting as they're walking. So it doesn't stop them. They get behind the wheel. They're still texting. It's difficult to catch them as a law enforcement officer because when you're sitting right beside them in a car, you can't really see what they're doing. Law enforcement they have SUVs. That's easier to catch them when they're texting.
Right. So it is quite a problem if your office is trying to attack and successfly, I might add.
Yes, we've lowered fatalities every year for the last 8 years. We will be below 1,000 this year for 2011 for the first time ever. One is too many, but as long as we can keep lowering it, that's really great for us. We're behavioral oriented though, so the Booze It and Lose It was our first campaign. Then we got the click it or ticket, and that is now a law. You have to be buckled. And now texting while driving is a law. You can't text and drive anymore. So we're going step by step and trying to catch everything, but you can see it's just everything's increasing. We're even dealing now with prescription drugs in the elderly. So the more you attack one thing, something else comes in.
And you add to it just about every year, right?
We add every single year, and that's what's helped us. We have Director Kendall Poole. He's been here for 8 years. So he's leading this attack, plus we're working with TSSAA, great demographic for us with the kids. And then our law enforcement agencies across the state, we give money to all of them, so the high visibility, and they're the ones enforcing the laws.
Very good. Keep up the good work. Okay?
Thank you very much. We'll try.
And let's watch the rest of this ball game
and hope for a better second half. Just because they're not nervous anymore. They're ready to go.
They'll be ready. Okay. Yeah. Kim Banetta with us, the governor's office, governor's highway safety office. Always does a wonderful job, and we appreciate their work, their hard work that they do each and every year to keep us safe. Let's take a 2-minute break, a 2-minute local break. You're listening to the TSSAA Network.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
Back at the Murphy Center at halftime, it is Stone Memorial 8, Waverly Central 8 as we are at the half. Low scoring and a box score that not a lot of numbers in that first half. Both teams struggled shooting the basketball. Both shot 20%. Stone Memorial 3 of 15, Waverly 2 of 10. From the three-point line, Stone Memorial 1 of 5. And Waverly 1 of 3 as you take a look at the stats if you're watching online at TSSAA network.com. Perfect was Waverly from the free throw line, 3 of 3. The Lady Panthers 1 of 4. Rebounding edge going to Waverly 13-9. And you see the turnovers. Waverly with 11 turnovers. And Lady Panthers with 6. We'll take 10 seconds for our stations to identify themselves on the TSSAA radio network. Waverly ball to start the third quarter. With it out front, this is Ham. Ham pressured out front, looks for help. Hands off for Breeden. Breeden comes out to get it on the midcourt stripe, almost traveled with it. Goes for Bell. Bell over towards the baseline to Dyer. She'll walk it back up front. Yo-yo dribble, top of the key. Looks off a screen, right side, back to Bell. Pull up three on the way. Off back rim, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Oh, saved it. Over there on the far side by Jones, but Bridges comes away with it for Stone Memorial. Alongside Dan Hughes, Chris Harris with you here from the Murphy Athletic Center in Murfreesboro. Quarterfinal winner gets the winner of the next game, which is McMinn Central. McMinn Central and Obion County. Missed down low, rebound by Waverly Central. Down the floor, this is Dyer. Dyer gives to the right wing to Bell. Bell out front, Breeden lost the handle for a moment, picks it right back up. Nice to see Mr. Jeff Jordan here. He's in the house. Bounce inside, driving baseline, Breeden. Shot no good, got her miss, up and in. There's a bucket. 10-8.
Chris, you're getting excited when they score, man.
10-8 your score. Baseline with the basketball is Hassler. Hassler down low, Bridges out front, back to Hassler. Drives in, up off the window, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Waverly. She has it grabbed from behind, and a tie basketball.
She hit the floor hard. She was pulled down from behind and hit the floor very, very hard. Very fortunate to get up.
And you're very right. Bridges, her second, team's first. Ham will walk it down there for Waverly Central. 10-8, Waverly by a deuce here, which is a huge lead in this ball game. Right side, Breeden. Breeden thought about the three, dribbles to the key inside on that Sunbelt logo. Outside, three on the way, this time by Jones, rims off. Rebound picked up by Stone Memorial in a hurry, driving the lane. Cox contact and a blocking foul. Blocking foul call. Not sure about that one, says Dan Hughes.
Woo!
Might have been there in time.
I need to see that again. I'd like you on that, a couple of those other plays. I need to see that again.
We got to keep those folks down there with Play On Sports awake. Can they strike us up some replays on the screen over here? Free throw on the way is good. They're having fun. 6 games a day for the next 3, and then 3 on TV Saturday, then same schedule next week. Second free throw, rims off, no good. Rebound by Waverly Central. Here's a trap in backcourt. Dyer does a nice job to get it to Ham. Ham across the line into the corner, Burleson. Boy, she had an open 3, didn't take it though. Out front, back to Dyer, back to Burleson over there on the left side. Starts to drive in the paint, underneath, reverse layup, way short. Rebound picked up by Stone Memorial. Lady Panthers down the floor. They trail by a point. In the lane, shot up, wouldn't fly by Hassler. Put back, no good. Another chance by Kennedy. Up off the window and in. So Kennedy with the bucket. They tell me no replay. I'm trying to keep you guys awake down there, but no replays today.
No replays?
No replays.
Man.
Michael came out and let us know. No replays. I'll paint you a replay audio-wise, though. 3 right side on the way. Good by Bell, and it's 13-11. Waverly on top by a couple now. In the paint, underneath, shot rimming off, no good, but a whistle and a foul called. Free throws coming for the Lady Panthers. Bridges doing work down low. 13-11 is your score. Waverly by a deuce. Bridges at the line. Free throw. No good. Bounced out the back block. Popped up. Wouldn't go down, though. Checking in for Waverly is Sydney Jackson. Free throw on the way is good. 13-12. 1-point game. Memorial at the free throw line now, 2 of 6 at the charity stripe. Approaching the midway part of this third quarter, 13-12, Waverly by 1. Quarterfinal winner gets that McMinn-O'Brien winner. That'll be a good game coming up next. Here's Jackson at the free throw line, stops, looks for help, finds Burleson, right wing. Holds it above her head. Starts to drive towards the baseline, looking down low, coming to help now is Jones. Jones pressured out front between the circles. Once again, she is trapped, and a foul called on Kennedy.
Brooke Kennedy charged with the foul. And it's her third? Is that right?
That's it. No, it's her second. Team second of the second half. Riley is the one that has 2 as well. Riley Kennedy. Here's Ham into front court and across the timeline as they bring it down. Top of the key. Hands off to Jackson. Jackson starting to drive in. Good defense there. Nice back underneath. Reverse layup, though. Way off the mark by Dyer. I like that back cut, and just nothing came of it. Stone Memorial with the basketball. Out front. Cox back on the right wing. Ashley Cox gets it back. Outside Hassler into the corner now. And Kennedy steps in, takes a 15-footer. It falls. Riley Kennedy, the 5'10 senior, with Stone Memorial on top by a point. Now 14-13. 3:20 to play here in this third period. The other semifinalist set in Class AA Division I. It'll be CPA taking on Livingston Academy. Ham drives against Kennedy. Nice back cut by Bell. Layup good. She got the kiss.
Perfect play. Perfect play.
Seesaw battle going on here. 15-14. Waverly Central back in front. Kennedy drives in, feeds it out to Riley. Brook to Riley. Out front. In the paint, driving in is Cox. Lost the handle on it. There was some contact. No foul call. Carly Dyer across the midcourt stripe for Waverly Central. Turnovers 11 for Waverly, 6 for Stone Memorial. Out front, Jackson, 2.5 to play, third quarter, 15-14, Waverly by a point. Jackson hands off for Ham. Ham, top of the circle, drives in, scoops under. She scores with the right hand. Back and forth we go, 16-15, Stone Memorial by a point. Ashler drives in, creates contact, and a foul called against Waverly. Setting up is Bell, and she takes the foul charge. Or she attempted to take the charge. Call for the block.
Can we not get one replay?
No. They're going to come after me.
Well, I don't blame them. That's why I said it.
Inbounds comes up top. Right side, 3 on the way. 2 short by Webb. Rebound to Waverly Central.
This is some of the best video I've seen. If you're watching the game on the internet, some of the best video I've ever seen at a basketball game.
And it's free online as well. That's the even better part. Ham drives in, draws the double team, and a reach-in foul underneath. 17-14 is your score. Waverly by 3. They've had to change the score up on the board. There was a discrepancy, and so now it reads 17-14, Waverly by 3. As it fooled us, everybody. They had 17-16 a while ago. 3 from the corner is no good by Burleson, and a over-the-back call on Carly Dyer. It's her first, team's 4th. And so Waverly by 3 according to the scoreboard over there. The scoring people got together and got that changed. So it's 17-14, Waverly by 3. Minute 35 to play here in the third quarter. Dyer feeds baseline, Bridges to the lane. A shot too short by Webb, and a tie basketball. It'll belong to Lady Panthers of Stone Memorial. Megan Breeden checks back in now for Waverly Central. Minute 27 showing on the clock. If you're watching online, you see that, of course, in the bottom of your screen. Only one timeout has been taken. That's what those little hash marks are below each team's name if you're watching online. That's the timeouts. At the free throw line, this is Julia Webb. Dumps it off underneath, and a nice feed and finish by number 24, White. And Stone Memorial back within a point, 17-16. Ham drives in, works it out front. 3 on the way, 2 short on the shot by Jones. They battle for the rebound on the floor. Good hustle underneath there by Breeden. And also, who was the other one underneath there? That was 24. That was White. They were doing battle underneath, going for that loose ball. Dyer checks back in for Waverly. Waverly by a point and the ball underneath. Burleson triggers it in. Into the corner. Burleson now gets it back. Out front, Ham off a screen to Breeden, left wing. Drives in, scoops, scores. Nice drive and finish. Lead back to 3 now for Waverly Central. Waverly making their first appearance since 1993. Underneath, left baseline, shot too short, and a foul on the rebound. Shot was short by Bridges. And will go the other way as a over-the-back call. 35 seconds left to go, third period. 19-16 is your score. Waverly by 3. Here's Ham. Across the midcourt stripe, Burleson down the left wing. Out front between the circles, back to Breeden. 25 seconds left to go in the quarter. The third. Out front, Breeden. She gets it back. Right side. It's the feed from Ham. Starts to drive at the free throw line. Has a lane. Shot no good, but she's checked with the body by Courtney White. And to the charity stripe here goes number 10, Megan Breeden, the 5'8" senior forward, averaging 7 points per game. She's at the line here. Free throw with 9.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Free throw front iron wouldn't go. 7 points in the game for Breeden. She's almost at her average. Missed the second free throw as well. Boy, free throw shooting's been tough. 7 seconds. Down the floor comes Stone Memorial. Kennedy drives in. Shot up, no good. Whistle blocked. 2 shots coming. Oh, that's another 50-50 call. It probably should have been a charge. Nonetheless, free throws coming here for the 5'9" senior Brooke Kennedy.
All you got to ask for is a replay.
Don't you wish officials had the replay in high school basketball? Can you imagine?
We'd never get finished.
Free throw by Brooke is good. At 2.3 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Free throw on the way by Brooke. Short. Rebound Ham. She heaves it way short. And we played 3 quarters. A flurry of scoring in the third quarter as we head to the fourth and final stanza. Your score 19-17. Waverly Central leading Stone Memorial by 2. We're back after this on the TSSAA Radio Network.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
Waverly Central ball as you look on or as you listen on the radio, going from our left to right. Waverly ball to start the fourth quarter, 19-17. They lead it by a deuce. Out front, this is Bell. Bell hands to Ham, top of the key. She'll start the drive into the lane, into the corner. Bell for 3, way short. Barely drew iron. Rebound picked up by Stone Memorial by Kennedy. That was by Brooke. Here comes Stone Memorial. Lady Panthers in a hurry. Working it across, out front, top of the key. This is Cox, the point guard. Feeds into the corner. 3 on the way from the baseline. No good by Hassler. They control the offensive glass, though. Cox to reset, drives in, saw a lane, draws contact, and to the line she'll go. As she was tripped up heading into the paint area.
She did exactly what she was setting out to do. She wanted to draw that foul. Now she can go to the line and she may tie this thing up.
Foul is on Breeden. That's her first. Team 6 free throw on the way is good by Ashley Cox, and she has 2 points now. 19-18, Waverly Central by a point. Second free throw on the way, rimming and good.
And she did.
Here's the full court press now from the Lady Panthers of Stone Memorial. Entry pass comes to Dyer. Dyer in backcourt. Dyer still in backcourt, heavily guarded by Ashley Cox. Finally works it across the timeline, left wing. Looks up top. Now still dribbling. She needs to get rid of it. Finally does to Jones. Jones out top of the key to Breeden. Breeden isolated up top. She's got the height matchup as well right there. We'll see if she exploits it. She didn't. Passes it out to Ham. Ham drives in. Scoops. She waited too long. Her shot was underneath the rim. She was underneath when she tried to put it up. A little too far deep. Here comes Stone Memorial with it. Down the floor. Long 3 in the air. No good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with, though, Stone Memorial. 6.5 to play in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 19. Coming up next, Obion Central. And McMahon, right side, 3 on the way. Yes, it's good. Julia Webb knocks down the 3. And it's a 3-point game, 22-19. Here's Bell on the right wing for Waverly Central. Out to Dyer, back to the right side, Jones. Burleson between the circles. This side, back to Burleson. Pump fake, starts to drive in. Back into the corner it goes, driving Bell. Stops, pivots, looks for help. Bounce pass out front to Dyer. Dyer guarded out front by Ashley Cox. Now gives to Burleson. Burleson almost moved that pivot foot. Almost traveled to Bell. Into the corner he goes. They'll work it back out front. In the circles, this is Ham. Back to Burleson, back to Jones. 5:42 to play in the fourth quarter. Almost threw it away. And Ham coming up with it though out front. Bell. Ball knocked away as she looked to find Burleson. Knocked out of bounds there by 25 Cacanillas. They'll stay though with Waverly Central. Checking in for Waverly is number 10, Breeden. She checks right back in. Quick breather for her. 22-19. Stone Memorial with a 3-point edge right now. Top of the key, Ham. Bounce pass to the near side. This is Dyer. Gets a screen there from Breeden. Takes a 3. Block. Good block there by Ashley Cox. Here she comes down the near side. On the left wing, she'll start things off their offense. Looks down low. Finds Kennedy. Kennedy hammered as she elevates.
Hey, I don't need a replay on that one.
Dyer with the body, the arm, and part of the head. Commits the foul. So Dyer with her second, team 7th. At the line goes Kennedy. This is Brooke. 5'9" senior, averaging 6.4 points per game. Shoots 2, free throw good. At the line here. Has 6 points in the game. Bell back in for Waverly Central. Second free throw on the way is rooming around and good. Also checking in was 35, Rion. She'll bring it down the floor. She's a freshman. With the basketball, the freshman, top of the key. Next to the near side, this is Jones. Jones, skip pass, far side. Driving in the lane. Looking for help now is Bell. Out front, back to Breeden, and a timeout call. Maybe a wise one there by Coach Rollins. It's their second timeout used. They're going to use a full timeout. So for our local stations, a 1-minute timeout on the TSSAA radio network. Out of the timeout, Waverly with the basketball. Breeden dribbles in, picks it up right there on the left elbow, looking for some help. Finally finds a driving Bell, but a travel call. Boy, that was a good back cut by Bell, flashing through the lane, but she moved the pivot foot. And a travel call. 24-19, Stone Memorial with their largest lead. It's 5, 24-19. With the basketball is Stone Memorial. Ball in the corner. Down low, Kennedy. Kennedy feeds down the lane, and a scoop up and shot is good by Julia Webb. And now a 7-point lead in a game like this. That's a huge advantage. Out front, driving in, this is Breeden. Breeden draws some contact. Shot was blocked. Well, she'll get some free throws out of it. I was screened out by that official.
Yeah,
I didn't catch who the foul was on.
Let's see. 10.
Oh, it's on Ashley Cox. That's her first, team 6th. Breeden at the line. Free throw off the mark, side left. At the free throw line today. By the way, Ham checks back in for Waverly. And Kennedy checks back in. Riley for Stone Memorial at the free throw line. Waverly just 3 of 7. Second free throw, it's out the mark. Make it 3 of 8. Here comes Ashley Cox down the floor. They thought about trapping her out front. Instead gives it over to Riley Kennedy. Into the corner, this is Hassler. Back to Brooke Kennedy. Out front, back to Ashley Cox. Skip pass into the corner to Hassler again. Bounce pass to Riley Kennedy. Back to Cox, top of the key. Under the 4-minute mark now here in the fourth quarter. 26-19 is your score. Stone Memorial by 7. They lost to Loudon in the region championship. Loudon already has been put out today. Put out in that first game by Livingston Academy. Lob, baseline. Brooke Kennedy feeds down low for Hassler. Ball telegraph. Ball on the floor. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by who? They say by Waverly. So Stone Memorial keeps it, and a timeout. The first called in the game by Coach Tim Smith. It is a full timeout as well. 3:21 to play in regulation. 26-19. Stone Memorial by 7. Back in a minute on the TSSAA Radio Network. Out front, Ashley Cox. How soon do you see Waverly start fouling here, Dan?
Pretty quick. Let's see. Stone Memorial's 8 of 14 from the free throw line.
Out front, this is Kennedy. Brooke to Riley. Back to Ashley Cox. Dribbles around right wing. Almost fouled by Burleson. We have to start fouling here as we approach the 2:45 mark now. Ashley gets it back. This is Cox, pressured by Burleson and fouled by Burleson. That'll be her first personal foul, the 8th team foul, and so 1-and-1 here. And shooting the 1-and-1 bonus will be Ashley Cox. Another timeout call, this time by Waverly Central. It is a full timeout call by Waverly. We'll again take it with them. 1 minute for our local stations on the TSSAA Radio Network. 2:41 left to go in regulation of this Class AA quarterfinal matchup. It is Stone Memorial on top of Waverly Central, 26-19. Free throw by Ashley Cox on the way. Front end of the 1-and-1. She missed it. Rebound by Waverly, down by 7 with the basketball. Here's Breeden, top of the circle, drives in, works to the baseline. This is Ham. Ham controls the dribble, bounce pass out front. Now goes to Dyer. Dyer will start the dribble into the lane. She backs her way in, spins, left-handed shot, ribbing around and goes.
That was huge. Got it back to a 5-point ball game. Stone Memorial with the basketball.
Down the floor, driving layup on the other end is good.
Just as big.
And the driving layup is good by Kaknias, and that's her first bucket of the game. 28-21, a 7-point advantage. Well, the basketball is Jones. Jones out front to Breeden. Breeden stops in the lane, almost traveled with it. Good dump off, and a whistle and a foul called as Jones was driving inside. Under 2 minutes now to play here in the fourth quarter. 1:53 to be exact on the clock. At the free throw line is 31. That's Rachel Jones, a 5'10 senior. Free throw on the way. Comes up. Free throw shooting is a important aspect. 3 of 8 from the line. Free throw on the way, good. 1 of 2, a 6-point contest, 2-possession game with 1:53 to play. 28-22 is your score. Stone Memorial with the basketball. This is Ashley Cox. Lost the handle on it. Picked up though out front by Kakanias. Out back to Ashley Cox. Cox pressured by Burleson. Finds Kennedy. Almost caught one of her defenders with an elbow there. Out front, back to Ashley Cox, and Burleson commits the foul with 1:32 to play in the fourth quarter. And a 28-22 score. Ashley Cox to the free throw line here to shoot 1-and-1, the 9th team foul against Waverly Central. Ashley Cox 3 of 5 from the line, make it 4 of 6. As a team, Stone Memorial is 9 of 16 now, almost 60%. Free throw on the way, good. Made them both. An 8-point game, the largest of the game for any team. And Stone Memorial leads it by 8 here. 90 seconds to play in regulation. Driving in Ham. Feeds into the corner. Driving in Dyer. Pull up 15-foot jumper is good. Timeout Waverly. Waverly only 1 timeout left after this one. And the timeout taken by Coach Rollins. Another minute for our local stations on the TSSAA Radio Network. .119 to play in regulation. Stone Memorial with the basketball and a 6-point lead. They trigger the inbound underneath the Waverly goal. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Burleson. Good defense as they put the full court man-to-man pressure on. Ashley Cox triggering the inbound again. It comes in. This is Hassler in backcourt. Almost threw it away to Cox. She saves it on the sideline as they work it to Kennedy. Brooke across to Hassler. Baseline feed, driving in, a whistle and a travel call. Oh my. So a turnover in a 2-possession ball game. 1:03 to play here in regulation. 30-24. Here's Ham. Drives towards the right elbow, pulls it back out. Burleson, under a minute now to play, 50 seconds. Drives in, scoops under and scores. 30-26, a 4-point game. 45 seconds. Here's Cox down the floor. Lost the handle, but is fouled by Ham. And Ham with her 3rd personal foul. That'll put Stone Memorial now in the double bonus.
Now, how big are these free throws, Chris? They're coming in. They're 10 of 17 from the free throw line, and they've got 2 coming up here.
Nice game for the senior at the line. Free throw, good. At the shooter's roll. 6 points, but she's had a nice game dishing out some assists as well, playing some good defense. Second free throw, good. 32-26, back to a 6-point game. We'll keep it here through this 30-second timeout. 42 seconds.
You can read your tweeter.
Yeah, if you're tweeting about these Blue Cross basketball championships like Dan Hughes is, constantly tweeting over there. He's tweeting right now. Use the hashtag BCBBall. Also visit the Facebook page, facebook.com/BCBST Champions for news and updates during these Blue Cross State Basketball Championships. Coming up next, Obion Central and McMinn Central. McMinn, the defending AA state champion. What a game the nightcap's going to be tonight at 6:30. Dick Palmer, the old pro, will be along for Mount Juliet and Riverdale. 2 teams rated in the top 20 nationally. Waverly with the basketball, and they trail by 6 here. Here's Jones, drives in the paint, stop shot at the paint at the free throw line, wouldn't fall, and the rebound to Stone Memorial and a foul call. With 30 seconds to play, back to the line will go Ashley Cox. 32-26, Stone Memorial by 6. Our game was tied at halftime, 8-8. I think there'll be some people here for that Mount Juliet Riverdale game.
Hey, get your tickets in advance, folks.
Free throw on the way, good. Riverdale led by Shakobia Barbie, the Miss Basketball winner last year, a Miss Basketball finalist again this year. She's headed to the University of Georgia. Second free throw is also good, so back to an 8-point lead, the largest for Stone Memorial. Ham across, under 30 seconds, stops in the lane, picks up the dribble out to Burleson. Burleson off a screen, right elbow, drives in, her shot fading, no good. Rebound battle for underneath, bodies to the floor. Ball on the floor, picked up by Stone Memorial. Here's Kennedy. Brooke ahead to Hassler, and she's just going to hold it out with 10 seconds. Whoa! Oh, and she's ripped to the ground on the far side over there. Wow. Is that Burleson?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know how she did that, but she knocked her to the floor. Hassler. My goodness, no intentional foul was called, but she was in a fury over there, going after her. Hard foul, it was clean though. 34-26, Hassler to the free throw line here, has 3 points in the game, free throw perfect. 35-26, 8 seconds to play. 9-point advantage for Stone Memorial. Free throw on the way, rims in and out, no good. This would be their first win in school history in the state basketball tournament. Waverly into front court, 2 seconds. Hand with the buzzer, good, it'll count. But the win by Stone Memorial. Final score of 35-28. Stone Memorial wins it by 7 points. They advance to the state semifinals where they will meet the winner of our next game, which is going to be a good one. McMinn Central against Obion Central. Following this one, our video folks will say goodbye. For our folks on the radio, we will come back, have some final stats for you. Final 35-28, Stone Memorial gets the win. Back after this 2-minute network break on the TSSAA network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Hey, you want to take
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/.
Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.